Welcome again everybody. What we're going to do in this video is another sizing video because this might be useful for people. So if you've seen my last video, then you will remember that I originally bought the medium Copperfield wind shirt by Enlightened equipment, and because medium was huge on me, I ended up going for small, and this is small with, not very much, just an 80 shirt underneath. So this is a small Copperfield jacket, wind shirt. So naturally, I'd seen that people were, follow the Joneses and all. I'd seen that people were talking about the Torrid jacket, and naturally I thought that small would fit. So I thought, well, I won't bother them and get a medium, we'll just go straight to small. And as you can see, small is very, very cozy. And as you can see here, small is, pregnant. But anyway, but you can see that is very, very cozy. I mean, it's so cozy. This small Copperfield would probably fit over it, but to be honest, personally, I wouldn't be putting a wind shirt over. Yeah, I mean, it fits. So this is a small Copperfield over, a small Torrid jacket, but as you can see, it's very, very close fitting, and with just a t-shirt underneath. And realistically, I don't think anyway, you'd be going to be putting a wind shirt over a Torrid jacket. If anything, a Torrid jacket or an insulated jacket is going to be your, your upper layer. It's going to be your highest layer. After small in that was too cozy, I then thought, well, I better go medium. So I ordered the medium. I'll talk about the jackets themselves a little bit in a minute. Obviously I've not worn them as such, but straight away you can see, this is medium, and it's much more roomy. You could almost say it's on the roomier side, but given that this is a bit too roomy, but I've got a t-shirt underneath and that's it, and that was tight with a t-shirt, then clearly this is the better option. That's the Torrid jacket with the hood. You get little bungee cords here. That'll stretch your bungee cords there for tightening it up. We'll do the head moving thing. That's pretty good. I have to say, the hoods on these are impressive. So this is the Berghaus MTN erect. So I used this in my last video. This is a very, very light insulated jacket. Very sure this is medium too. And as you can see, this in the medium is a little bit closer fitting, which actually makes more sense, because in theory, the warmer up the scale you go, the more likely you are to have something, underneath it, which is something I've discovered with the PhD down jackets, is their lightweight down jackets tend to be quite close fitting, and then their full-on winter polar jackets are much more roomy for having more things underneath. So this is, to me, is a good fit in this one. It's not doing up tight. obviously if we were to put this small over the top, you know, just to show you actually one layer other than a t-shirt. I'm 5'8", 78 to 80 kilograms at the moment. A little bit of a tummy, just to give you a rough idea. I sort of, you know, it is quite cozy there. Whereas obviously it's quite warm doing this insulated clothing thing in the warmer months. Mind you, it's not exactly warm. And then obviously the medium in this fits over that nicely. That's a good, you know, you could get another layer under there as well if necessary. That's a good fit. And then you've got a couple of pockets down here. Oh, and I noticed the things for tightening this up here are in the pockets. So down there in the pocket. So this Berghaus MTN, this has 40 grams of fill. I don't literally mean 40 grams of fill, but it's like 40 grams per square meter or whatever it is. But you know, it has a little bit in there. This one you could use for walking, and it will breathe if it's cold enough. Clearly, if it's warm, you'll roast. Something like this. This is definitely only for in camp. This would be far too hot for walking in. You could walk in that if it was very cold, like minus cold. This is a lightweight in camp jacket. Now, there's a couple of differences between them while I've got them here. And I didn't even know this until I got it. This is 10D, so the small in 10D was around about 230 grams. And this one in the graphite colour, so just check your colours, this is 7D, so you can actually see the insulation through the material. It is so thin, the material. This is 7D, so you need to keep these jackets particularly away from your cats. But this is 7D, so this is even lighter material, but will have the same fill inside as that. So they both have, it's 2 ounces in America because it's American, but that's equivalent to 60 grams of fill per square meter or whatever it is, give or take a gram. And this one is 220 grams, pretty much on the nail, 220 grams, medium. It's lighter than the small because of the lighter material. And I'm not going to try and squish that one down because I'm going to send that one back. It packs down to, and you could probably squish it down a bit more than that. I'll show you some of the features on this one. You've obviously got a hood. You've got 2 draw cords, one there, one the other side, to just tighten it up around the face. And as we saw, that did a good job of, you know, tightening it up, held it in the face. Interestingly, there's no wind baffle on this. They've obviously, you know, trying to save grams there, so there's no baffle behind the zip. But realistically, you're not going to be facing into the wind, are you? Facing away from the wind. You do get a small chin guard there. And then when we put this one on, so you get 2 very generous pockets, zipped. 2 zipped pockets and a very, very cozy jacket. So if you want a very, very, well, let me rephrase that. If you want a warm, insulated synthetic jacket, then I have to say this certainly is very, very light. And I think it would be pretty warm with that 60 gram of insulation in there. It's definitely quite cozy. Anyway, there's not really much else to say there. It's a very light, synthetic, insulated jacket. It looks very good. Obviously, I still got the tag on it. I have to take the tag off. I haven't used it yet. Realistically, I won't use this until the winter. It's just another option. You know, sometimes, you know, synthetic is handy over a down jacket. Although, to be fair, I still like my down jackets a lot more. They're warmer, lighter, and I've never had any problems with them getting damp. But it's a nice option, you know, it's a nice option to have. It's just something a little bit different. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Any comments, questions, post them down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.